TIFU by giving younger sister a phone with the homework folder in it, and now I am probably going to get disowned. Gotta mention that my family is not well off, so if someone in the family has more than 2 devices in phone, laptop, etc. not PC toe, they have to give the oldest one to a sibling with no devices one. Anyways, onto the story. Last week I got a new phone and decided I don't need the old crappy phone anymore, so I gave it to my younger sister after moving the homework document into my new phone and not deleting it, thinking that move means that it will move the document and not copy it. Big mistake. My sister is the typical 10-year-old with an insane love for Barbies, so she instantly installed a bunch of Barbie games like Barbie Dress Up, etc. Onto today. She was unable to install more games, so she went into storage to see what's taking up all the space that isn't her games, and found out that documents was using 2 gigabytes of memory, so she wanted to know what's in it and explored a little. Then she stumbled upon my homework document and looked into it, and instantly she ran around the house showing everyone in my family about what atrocities I keep in that document, and now nearly all of my family either hates me or is disgusted by me. Right now I have locked myself in my bedroom with 3 days worth of food and a good supply of water from my filtered tap. TLDR, gave sister old phone that had the homework document, now the whole family knows. For those who are wondering why I don't reply to comments a lot, it's because I use mobile data. I only reply when I go out through my window and go to KFC, only at night, for some good non-frozen food. Update: today I shall come out and accept whatever happens. If I die, then this will be my last words. Always, always, always do a factory reset on electronics you sell or give away. Protects your information and saves you from embarrassing situations. Yeah, I plan to do that always after this incident. The best part is that you'll be reliving this story for the entirety of your adult life at family get-togethers. Don't forget about the shame that will come on at random times when he remembers the story. That sucks and is terribly humiliating, but just realize you'll either have to deal with the taunting for a bit until it dies down, which it should pretty quickly, or just continue avoiding, which is going to make things more awkward. Honestly, if you go into it kinda like, yeah, that happened, that's what I like, so what? Just be indifferent to it all. You can definitely be apologetic for not deleting it correctly. That also may be why some are mad about it, because a young girl saw everything. It will all blow over. Alright already, what was on the damn thing? What was in the folder? That's obviously what he's asking. So long as your homework didn't involve siblings, you're probably fine. That's the only homework that's around nowadays. TIFU by getting on the wrong boat. Over the weekend I decided to catch a ferry to Pulau Ubin, a small island off the coast of Singapore. As context, from the ferry terminal, one simply exits the door marked Pulau Ubin, and boards 12-person bumboats. The boats leave irregularly only once they are full, and the cash payment is made on board. When I arrived to the ferry terminal, a large group was boarding, so I joined the crowd down the path and settled in. As 3 boats pulled away, I noticed a general look of misery on board, certainly far more than I would expect from a visit to a beautiful, tropical island. Some people carried flowers. With horror I realized that I had somehow gatecrashed a burial at sea. I sat there for an hour, trying to sink into my chair, whilst the boats rafted up and performed the ceremony. A Buddhist monk scattered the ashes and performed prayers, whilst others threw flower petals into the ocean. I felt terrible. After a time the boat headed back to shore, leaving me no closer to where I was going. TLDR, gatecrashed a Buddhist funeral, and all I got was this karma. You respected their ritual. You fucked up, but you did good. FY, if you are going to dump ashes at sea, let the crew know beforehand. Worked on a small cruise ship and someone did this while underway. The boat creates a giant vortex of air off the stern, and when they dumped the ash, instead of going in the water, it covered 4 stories of the back of the boat with ash. We would have happily stopped whenever or wherever you wanted, but no. Now the deckhands have to wash your dead relative off the boat. Been there. Nothing spoils the moment like a mouthful of the deceased. Could be worse, mate. My brother and his friend once crashed a wake in Barcelona thinking it was just a pub for locals. Stumbled in pissed around 10 p.m. My brother realizes everyone is in suits after about a minute of getting funny looks and clocks onto what's happening. He grabbed his mate to drag him out right as the guy announced to the old boy he was speaking to, "Love coming to these places, the drink is always really cheap." In his defense he meant as opposed to tourist pubs which are overpriced, but still a real oof of a situation. As a Singaporean who sent her grandmother off with a sea burial. Oh, buddy. Shit happens. Did you get to Ubin after all though? Hey. After the returning to shore, I had to go back through the passenger screening. I caught the next boat out to Ubin. I got there in the end and it was lovely. All those people wondering who the guy that traveled so far to see their buddy off was. Was he a pen pal? A long-lost lover? A member of the same obscure book club? A mystery lost to the tides never to be solved? TIFU by asking my wife to realign my dick. Some context first. My wife, like many women, is very fond of long nails, and so never cuts or files them down. This has led to oh so many instances of her stabbing, scratching or nicking me on my hands, arms, legs etc., most recently my ankle until now. We are a few days away from our 5-year anniversary and we've got a holiday planned for a few days. She was concerned that she might get her period while we are away and we hadn't had sex for a week. So she decides that while the kids are busy, we should get busy too. I insisted that we wait so it will be better once we are away, but she starts getting frisky anyway. We're kissing a bit, getting very heated, but my silly Willy is a left-inclined bastard. So I ask her to reach down and recenter it for me so it isn't painful while we have some over-the-clothes action. She agrees, and what starts out as very pleasurable skin-to-skin touching, suddenly turns to sharp agony. I let out a pained ow with my mouth frozen wide. She has a look of horror upon her face as she starts apologizing profusely. I ask that she remove her hand immediately and she does, trying to reassure me that I'm fine. I disagree and quickly go to assess the damage. I see blood and that's never what you want to see down there if you're a bloke. Turns out she managed quite the stabby stabs and I take my leave for a moment, laying down to try and relax. Luckily the damage wasn't as bad as it felt, but I definitely will be doing my own tucking from now on. TLDR, got frisky with some over-the-clothes action. Wife tries to reposition my penis, stabs it violently with sharp nails instead. Edit, okay, guys and gals. As promised, here are the nails we believe to be the suspects in this case of assault. As I said, likely a lot more tame than the image I have conjured up in your minds at this point. You married Wolverine. I mean, awesome, but ouch. Imagine getting fisted by Wolverine, and then he sneezes and his claws shoot out. Think you need to reassess her ability to manage her nails. Ex had long nails that I preferred for years, never once stabbed my dick. I cry love getting a sloppy gobble of 5,000 from the GF while she has nails on and she's never hurt me. And so never cuts or files them down. WTF. I like how this is casually slipped in as if it's normal at all. This statement made me picture the lady with the nails so long they curl into loops. I'm genuinely confused. My wife, like many women, is very fond of long nails, and so never cuts or files them down. Like ever. That's not her being fond of her nails, that's just being fucking lazy, bud. You can have nice nails and not be Edward Scissorhands. Follow what your dick says, it always points to the right direction. Should've left it how it was.